The first reading, my friends, indicates the darkness in which we operate. These are evil days. This is a paramount truth, unfortunately, in these days ahead. I think you know what I'm referring to. Let's get this straight. Even though there's a certain niceness about Halloween, it's pushed by nothing quite so nice at all. He likes the innocent. He likes to confuse them. But he also likes us and wants us enmeshed in his game. I think you know that the real Halloween is actually directly satanic. I mean that they have satanic rites going on, and at the maximum of this time of year, the Blessed Sacrament is grossly abused. There are orgies, satanic rites in which children are conceived, not registered, and eventually at this time of year, yes, sacrificed. It is true. And all this adds to the power of the other side. And that power right now finds the vast majority of humankind without any immune system whatsoever, and has easy access to the deepest level of their soul. In that context, with permission, we will have here on the Feast of All Saints, the true All Hallows, Holy Mass as on a Sunday at 1 o'clock, fully sung in Latin. That's on the Saturday. But to make reparation, I would propose that we have also benediction afterwards, because we can't do too much in pushback against this other stuff. So put that in your calendar. On the feast itself, we will have Holy Mass at 1 o'clock with benediction in reparation afterwards. You may have noticed that in our generation, the norm is to poke fun at the Catholic Church. It's kind of cool. It's accepted, it's pushed by the media and by culture. It's not of today. It was around already in the 1700s and 1800s in France. The smile of reason. The so-called Enlightenment. We have grown up. Well, we've grown up, but we've not actually woken up. Listen to this. It happened in 1837. Somebody brought up in this ambit wanted to poke fun at the church. It was a young second lieutenant. He happened to be in Paris. He happened to enter the church of the Assumption near Les Tuileries, and saw a priest kneeling near a confessional. As he made religion the habitual subject of his jokes, he wished to go to confession to while away the time, and went into the confessional. Monsieur l'Abbé, would you be good enough to hear my confession? But I must first say that I am a rather unique kind of sinner. No matter, the sacrament of penance has been instituted for all sinners. But I am not very much of a believer in religious matters. You believe more than you think. Believe a regular scoffer. You are a regular scoffer. Are you then making fun of me too? Listen, what you have done n'est pas sérieux. That's a French way of saying that's not the way a grown man behaves. Let us leave confession aside and, if you please, have a little chat. I like military people very much. And then you have the appearance of a good, amiable youth. Tell me, what is your rank? Second lieutenant. Will you remain a second lieutenant long? 2, 3, perhaps 4 years. And after, I shall become a first lieutenant. And after, I hope to become a captain. And after, Lieutenant Colonel. How old will you be then? 40 to 45 years. And after that, I shall become a brigadier general. And after, if I rise higher, I shall be general of a division. And after, there's nothing more to accept, except the Marshal's baton. But my pretensions do not reach so high. Well and good. But do you not intend to get married? Yes, when I shall be a superior officer. Well, there you are, married, a superior officer, a general, perhaps even a French marshal. Who knows? And after, upon my word, I do not know what will be after. See how strange it is. Then, somewhat more sober, he went on. You know all that shall happen up to that point, and you do not know what will be after. Well, I know, and I am going to tell you. After, you shall die. You will be judged. And if you continue to live as you do, you shall be damned. You shall go and burn in hell. That is what will be after. He wanted to wriggle out of the uncomfortable situation. One moment, sir. You are a man of honor. So am I. Agree that you have offended me. Now that's the old point of honour, led to duels in the past, remember? And owe me an apology. It will be simple. For 8 days, before retiring to rest, you will say, one day I shall die. But I laugh at the idea. He is to go on. I shall be judged. And he's to repeat, but I laugh at the idea. And he's to go on. I shall be condemned to hell, but I laugh at the idea. He went home and kept the point of honour and started the first and second nights on this rigmarole, but could never come quite to the end. A week later, he came back to the same confession box in a somewhat subdued mood. The smile of reason. The great noisy ones who have left their page on our history books, dictators and musicians, even in the heart of the limelight, have not always left this world in that peaceful disposition. When growing up, with all the others of my generation, I used to worship the Beatles. In our mode, of course. It was good music. John Lennon, at the age of 40, at the height of fame, was taken off by a bullet. Do you know his last word? Go on, do it. And he did. The man is still in prison, by the way. And the last word understood was, I'm shot. I hope he's okay, because he gave us a lot of joy in the 60s. But I wouldn't like to die on a bullet without a moment to face the long story that at that point begins to be and never, ever will see.